Okay, Don. Kind of going through a couple of things. This you said you really liked, and a lot of people else said they really liked it. I've been doing these projects just so that I can learn how to work with leather. So this was just one of those projects so that I could just do for my Kindle here. Have something that I can put in that looked nice and kind of piratey because of me, and then also get like it looked old-fashioned too. So that's why I built this. I was thinking though, for you, since I'm working on I'm doing projects so I can learn how to work leather, and that way I can start doing actual orders. I was thinking about something where it was like a reindeer collar, because I know you're religious and you like Christmas. So I was kind of hoping to hit the thing. And what I was thinking is I kind of have an idea of, here would be like the reindeer collar, and it'd be like out of 8-9 ounce, so it'd be kind of thick. It'd be an actual collar is what I'm actually going to make. And then I was thinking about, doing a black tan on the leather, and then do a raised leather, because that's one of the things I need to work on a project, is doing a raised area, and then doing that as a second piece on top of that, and doing a red stripe, and then doing like the Christmas bells on there with the name Rudolph on this one, and Rudolph red nose, and then the red stripe is what I was thinking for a project for you, if you guys would like that. I'd also do 2 other belts to match it. I don't know what reindeer you want. In fact, I don't even know the reindeer names except for Rudolph. Donald and Blitzen, I think, are 2 other ones, but I'm not sure. And there's a couple of other things I have to do for collar work that I was going to incorporate into those 2 also, and then also have have those reindeer names put into those belts and do all that. It's a lot of hand work, but it's stuff I need to practice with, so that's what I was kind of thinking to do for a project for you. Now, I've got other projects on my desk right now, just to go through. I have a holster here I'm making for a friend. I still haven't wet molded it for him, but it's gonna work out pretty good, I think, for what he uses to carry. I have for my carry also a project that on the holster that I've just started. I've done the reinforcement and then the back panel, and it goes together. Then I have 2 swords I need to build a sheath for, and so those are some other projects. And then I got an actual, what's called a Sculpey. I don't know if you've ever played with the clay. It's a polymer clay, so when you cook it, it turns into a polymer. I got a couple of projects with that, and then I was going to go on to those things, and I was going to ask you a lot of questions about, so that I can get them to what you like and what you were hoping for also, if that's the project you would like me to work on for you. Otherwise, yeah, I could make these bags. The other thing I kind of wanted to point out is I bought my leather. I didn't have the supplier that I do now, which is Tandy up in the cities, which is an awesome company. But so I bought this leather from the Hobby Lobby here. I don't like Hobby Lobby to buy that from there unless I take my wife or my daughter, because a lot of times with Hobby Lobby, as a guy and you walk in there, you get a lot of attitude. I mean, a big time attitude. You'll just be talking to them and they'll walk away from you and stuff like that. If I take my daughter and my wife in there, though, they usually tend to deal with me and they'll answer any questions, and they're awesome then. So I bought that, went in, and they walked away from me, so I couldn't ask any questions. So I bought this leather. It's 4 to 5 ounce, which is really perfect for that size project. And the thing about it is it was holster leather. And since I'm learning, I didn't bother too much. I wanted to ask some questions about the difference between normal veg tan leather or a holster leather. I found out that what the differences are just by using them and stuff like that. And then also I've been in contact with Tandy up in the cities, and the girl up there was awesome, answered all my questions. So what happens is, because I used that form of leather, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Right there's a good angle for it. You see how it kind of binds there? The holster leather that this was designed for was made for like a cowboy gun, where it was just, instead of a mold fit that held the gun in securely, like you see on police officers. This is actually a police officer style holster. It's going to have the belt loop strap cut in there. It's designed to do a cup around, and the gun just barely rides inside the holster. And that's what this leather is designed for. So it worked for my purpose, but it's got that ugly mark. And it just, for a bag, I'm going to have to buy some other leather for doing like a cool little antique bag. I'm focusing more on the Renaissance stuff. So like armor, people saw the bracers I made a video. Brandon just turning his arms real quick. And so they saw that, and I'm going to do other things, probably like a Renaissance leather corset and stuff like that, then the sheaths and armor, and I'm going to play with a little bit of chainmail and leather, which works really well, because that's basically what chainmail leather was. It was chainmail armor. It was chainmail. At first started with leather, and the Vikings did it a lot. But then you get to the European cultures where they did it, and then all of a sudden what people think of is the knights with the full coif and the shirk, the full shirk and all that, which was knight chainmail, which people added chainmail to their leathers. So I'm going to kind of get into that. So I'm dealing with the thicker leather. Like this is 8-9. This is what 6-7 ounce looks like. And then you put it together, you're going to get obviously 12-14 ounce, which is like that size right there. So that's what I'm doing. That my idea for the collar is what I was thinking for you guys, for kind of mixing religion and Christmas together, since I know you're all Christmassy and you love the Christmas. Doing like that, this would be like Rudolph's collar, and then like I said, the Rudolph would be stamped in there. If this is the project you want me to go to, definitely I'll give you a call at some time, and then we can go over and I can tell you my ideas, and you can shoot me back what you would like more, or add in your own ideas so it's a completely custom thing. So there's no way you can go online and say, hey, I have one just like that. You can say, hey, I have something kind of like that, but it's completely different because it was completely custom made. Otherwise, if you guys are looking for like Renaissance fair stuff, the belt keeps, or maybe somebody you know that is, works in police officer or something like that, or in that field, might need some belt keeps for their job. As soon as I get the 4 to 5 ounce leather that replaces this leather, I can make those keeps real quick. That's about the thickness of what we're dealing with there for 4 to 5 ounce. So it makes it nice. It'd make a nice keep for them, or anybody you know up there. So, and then, talk to them. Doesn't take long to make something like this. The same process actually takes longer to stain the leather than it does to actually add like some line 20 or 20. It'd be line 20 snaps for this, so I wouldn't have to use a line 24. So that's what I was thinking. If you'd like to do that, and we do it that way, and then I'd do 3, because you, Emmett, and William, and then we could do that. Later on, when I actually start doing orders and start doing customer projects, I'd like to get to this. This is a hobby. I'm learning. I need something to do besides just play video games all the time, and keep me busy. So I've really enjoyed this leatherworking, these holsters, this. I also have, like, I bought a REM pack, and I made a little phone case that this phone that I'm recording on actually slides into. A lot of people like it. Like I said, it's just a REM case. This is chrome tanned, so I won't deal with a lot of chrome tanned leather. I'll be doing mostly veg tan leather and then dyeing it to what I need it for. This is a dark brown. I really like the way it came out because it gives the effect of like an old look to it. Leather, when you dye it, I mean, here everything looks pretty smooth and even, but when you dye it, different parts of the animal, you know, they might got caught by a barbed wire fence or running through the woods, or, you know, there's something that marked the leather, or they stretched their skin at one time. They twisted really weird, and that part of the skin got trauma to it. And it's going to dye kind of a little bit differently. So that's what's really cool, like, about a dark brown stain. What I was thinking with this, though, would be I'd do a black stain with a red stain. It won't be a completely even red, though, like I said. Whenever you dye leather, in the store you get a different look because they can pick and choose. Okay, I want this section of leather because there's no stretch marks. Where when I buy leather, I buy it in a roll. This is 6 to 7 ounce, or 7 to 8 ounce. Sorry, 7 to 8 ounce. I buy it in a roll, and I don't have the money to pick and choose. I got to use as much of this as possible and not throw away a lot. I do have remnant pack that I am creating right now just because it's a rem pack. You start getting the small little scraps. There's not a lot you can do with them, so that's what I'm dealing with. So on that dye project, it won't be completely even, but it'll be a nice red. I'm thinking of about a dark red would work there. So yeah, I'm gonna put this video up on YouTube. That way I could explain to you what I'm doing and trying, and show you some pictures and show you some things, because you really seemed interested in it. A lot of people gave me messages about this bag, which was really cool for my Kindle. That because I love my Kindle, so I use it all the time. So I just had a neat bag to take with D&D and stuff, and the piratey looking kind of stuff. And it's just a regular old school, like Renaissance or medieval tie kind of class to tie it. It doesn't have the belt, the buckle. It's actually got a old style kind of rope tie to it. So it makes it's kind of nautical to like a map case or a map holder or something like that also. If that's what you got your heart set onto, I could do it. It's going to be way down the road, though, because I need a lot of practice. I'm not selling any of my projects right now, just because I do need projects. So it's all hand done, and I need a lot of practice on doing stuff. And yeah, there's a cat that just attacked me in the back. Say hi to Scamps. So that's why I'm not going into the big. Oh, I'll make some up for you and sell it. This tends to be expensive. What I bought from Hobby Lobby, this project alone, just in material, is about $35. So with Tandy Leather, I can drop that price hopefully a lot more. Hobby Lobby tends to be really expensive, but they're a specialty shop, so they're going to be that. Where Tandy Leather deals with a lot of deals specifically with leather. They're a specialty shop, but they understand people don't have a lot of money, and when they order from them, they're trying to get the best deal they possibly can. So Tandy's trying to give you the best deal. They're trying to get the best deal from their suppliers, goes around like this. So that's what I was thinking. Love you guys. Have fun. I'm going to wrap up the video real quick because I explained pretty much everything I needed to explain, I think. Any questions, comment to the video, or just text me, email me. I check my emails daily and stuff too. So have fun.